Hello, May 24th here. We're in the last of Luke chapter 24, Luke chapter 23. We got 24 left, and we're going to talk about the crucifixion of Jesus, the death of Jesus, and the burial of Jesus. So this is verses 13 on, Luke chapter 23. Pilate called together the chief priests, the rulers, and the people, and said to them, "You brought me this man who was the one who was inciting people to rebellion. I have examined him in your presence, and you have found no basis for your charges against him. Neither has Herod, for he has sent him back to us. As you can see, he has done nothing to deserve death. Therefore I will punish him and then release him." But the whole crowd shouted, "Away with this man, release Barabbas to us." Barabbas had been thrown into prison for an insurrection in the city, for murder. Wanting to release Jesus, Pilate appealed to them again, but they keep shouting, "Crucify him, crucify him." For the third time he spoke to them. "Why, what crime has this man committed? I have found him no grounds for death penalty, therefore I will have him punished and then released." But with loud shouts they insistently demanded that he be crucified, and their shouts prevailed. So Pilate decided to grant their demand. He released the man who had been thrown into prison for insurrection and murder, and the one they had asked for, and surrendered Jesus to their will. Okay, tomorrow we will read the crucifixion of Jesus. Really quick, God in the small stuff, really quick. This book's really nice here. Stop worrying and invite God into the details of your life. Just a quick little note here. Let's see. And let us not neglect our meeting together, as some people do. Hebrews 10:25. So this is church where God's people gather. Get involved at church. Here's how to make Sunday worship more meaningful. Think of yourself as a participant rather than a spectator. If God hasn't called you to be a church leader, be careful how you criticize those who are. Express appreciation to your pastor. Don't leave the sermon at church. Give money to your church regularly. Teach a Sunday school class at least once a year. Next time you're in church, sit in the front row. You'll be amazed how much more you'll learn. Not to mention how you will affect the pastor. If you tend to fall asleep in church, sit in the back row. You can lean your head against the wall so it doesn't snap forward when you doze off. The measure of good sermon is the listener's response, not the pastor's speech. It is true that Christianity is good. More important, Christianity is true. All right. Thanks so much for listening, and we will see you tomorrow.